Greetings. What up? How we doing? What up, Casper? What up, Chef Baker? What up, Jamala Abdullah? Just a follow. Nice one. What up? How we all doing? Up the Mediterranean? Attack on ruins, for 3 hours you get 110k trash, so that is what? 36-ish? 37k? Is that yellow and agris or just yellow? I just got done grinding. Look. Just got back from Kadri because my energy's full now. With agris? Ooh. Ooh. Well, what if I told you Awake Musa can pull AC 4k with yellow and agris per hour? But that's if you're like giga sweaty. Alright, so that's... What else? AP do I have? I'm Tavala Timmy. I don't pull that shit. I haven't even been there yet. But it's possible. Been there on my old account. What up? Hello there, what up, Kappa? Started streaming full energy, you know it's about to happen? Yeah, dude, I literally just got finished grinding. Look at my inventory. I'll do my quick burn and then go grind. As per usual. That is the ritual of making good money. But first I'm gonna enhance these rings in this giant's ass. Get you extra increased chances. Fuck, never mind. Alright. 2495, what am I missing? I'm missing elixirs. Also don't have this on. I'm missing these, and I'm missing these. Good. Alright. That should be 2500. Yeah. Easy. 300 AP, 2000 masteries, and possibly get 10 bill a day. Well, your boy makes 30 bill a day. So yes, it's entirely possible. You want to see my money now? Wait, hold on, let me grab that. Grab one of these. Alright, we're on 425 billion now. Very possible. You can have a new account. As long as you know what the fuck you're doing, you can make good money. Obviously, it's dependent on what region you're in. So for EU, I wouldn't be in season. In EU, I would have graduated already. I would have quadrupled down on my grind gear and rushed to extra as fast as possible. Because then it's a different economy and I can actually make good money doing season stuff. It gives me the opportunity to basically get loose rolls while getting good money. Able per day, the fuck, how? 5 7 hours grinding? No, it's a mix of gathering, grinding, and alchemy. Whenever I have traces, I make harmonies. So I have my harmony thing here, 167 billion's worth of shit. So I need to make carnage, reapers, detections, draining, perforation, and then I can make a bunch more harmonies. I'm pumping them out again. I've just got 36,000 spellbound here somewhere. There we go. So I can make another 6,000 harmonies. And right now, harmonies are... That's how I spell harmony. Demi-humans are 24. 24 point... Yeah, 24, yeah. It really depends if I have traces or not. That's the main bottleneck. And I get the traces from Kadri. And you're probably asking, how do you get traces per Kadri? You don't get that many grinding, which is true. You grind this spot. You do get them drop, which are here. You only get like 15 an hour or so. But these boxes here, these boxes give you 1 to 3 when you melt them. So when I hand them into a blacksmith, I get 1 to 3 traces per one. I get like 80 of those an hour. So in total, I get like 160-ish traces an hour. How many hours per day, roughly? I play between 6 to 8 hours. Being active. If I'm semi-active, that's like alchemy. If I'm active, I'm grinding or I'm gathering. Semi-active is when I'm like, okay, let me make 3,000 of this elixir, and then I leave it semi-AFK. I'll check on it every now and then. Just make sure utensils and run out of durability or whatever. Do you fish? Yes, currently. That's because I have the 30-day rod, because they handed one out. When that runs out, I'll be doing dummy again. On a regular server. Because you can't get XP above 63.99 in season, but on a regular server you can. So I just switched to a regular server overnight. But yeah, until this rod dries up, this one here, got half durability left. Another 10 days or whenever that runs out, and then I'll do dummies after. Yeah, the game's easy. If you know what you're doing and how to do it, you make it money easy. I mean, look what else I did, chat. I've got one of my infinite potions listed, and I have 4 more here. So I have 5 mana pots to sell. That'll be another like 40-ish bill. Also, do you know how many pearls I have now? I'm on 18,600. I'll clear the shop out. I guess every 10k is 1 bill. I get a lot of pearls. Yeah, I'm doing my quick burn now. I literally just got done grinding Gadri. I'm not popping any recharge or anything. I'm literally just burning what I have. And then going straight back to Gadri. So I'll be here for like maybe a half hour. Then get back to grinding. Daily quest event thing going away tomorrow. I don't understand. It says maintenance the month, but then the website says till the 12th. Daily quest thing? You on about the pearls? That's around for another week, I'm pretty sure. That'd be, this one. This one, right? Yeah. It says on the website. So until March 12th. That's next week. And then we go into this one. So you got another week to finish the shop. And the quest will change to the new pearl. So. Well, currently says first maintenance during April. Scam. Well, no, they keep the shop up longer. So what this means is this exchange here will still be here. You just can't earn them anymore. But they leave this up longer so people can get their claims. So that's not. It's accurate. So you won't get the polls anymore on March 12th, but you'll have until the first maintenance of April to spend them, basically. Want to clean the shop before it goes? I mean, so long as you do your quest every day, and you're doing some kind of activity, even if you're fishing, you'll be fine. It's been designed in a way that so long as you do your daily quests, you're fine. And the thing is, you don't even have to do them daily. You just need to do them all. You can collect every single day and do them all one day if you want. Because this currency here, right? These things, advanced tickets. As long as you have all the tickets, you can just spam like request this, complete it, request it, complete it. So you just need to collect the actual things and complete them whenever. Ideally before March 12th, because then they're probably getting removed at that point. You won't have this UI anymore, it'll get replaced with the next one. Yeah, well, what a question. What do I do with everlasting hope? Question, is it worth it or just I just fug? Fug? Interesting choice of words. So everlasting herbs, you just sell them. People need them for various recipes. People who still run evasion need them for perfumes of charm, for example. Assuming they're making their own. The thing that makes wild herb gathering good money is you just get an abundance of different things that you can sell. So for example, my fruit of nature is listed for 3.5, right? 10k. I have 10k in there, and I have 60k here. So 3.5 builds is 10k. So yeah, that's 714. That's 21 bill, right? No, more than that. It's 24-ish, but after tax, it's probably 21. And that's one thing you gather from wild herbs, you know. I still have all my black gem fragments because I'm waiting for them to go up in price. I have right now I have nearly 21,000. When they go up to like 1.3-ish, then I'll sell them all. Be a nice little bump in money too. Yeah, so neglect my friends and grind the pearl currency. Couldn't be that hard to Nagas. Oh, dude, you haven't done no time. High density's king. Don't forget, you've got another 8 days of weeklies, dailies. So you've still got 8 times 3.5k to get. So what's that, like 43k pearls? Is that right? Oh, I'm not mathing. No, I added an extra. Never mind. No, you're right. It's 28k. Where did I get 50k minus 7 from? I think I accidentally like 10 times and doubled and halved it and added that. Yeah, that's probably it. That'd be about 43. Yeah. You should get like 49k in total. And I think the shop to be cleared out is like 50 something. So again, like so long as you're okay fishing every night and that kind of shit, you should be fine. Toxic. Leave on minigame. They could have been a ginseng, you never know. If we're getting further days to get the pearl event, someone worked it out. Yeah, there you go. Look, I'm just gonna hold them now, see how many I get before the before March 12th. I should better get like 100k. Should be 10 bill. This tune's a banger. Oh, you're getting up to today then, chat. And I was on a bit late today. $49,420 needed, 45,500 from dailies. 3920 spare. There you go. And they're easy to get. If you're grinding, you get a ton of them. I'm getting like 1,300 an hour grinding gathering. So that's actually just 3 hours of category, and you're done. Like, that's so free. My finish tomorrow is I'm not getting the Black Spirit thing. Gotcha. Dude, an outfit gets released tomorrow, chat. The Dark Prince outfit. And the quest chain. And we're definitely gonna pick up the... I originally wanted the Black Spirit fairy skin, but the Red Ember's so much better. It seems like all the things I wanted to do or needed to do, PA's just kind of rug pulled it a bit and made it better. Although that's weird. I'm gonna start doing my dailies for my flute, and they're like, oh, it's a free flute. Like, alright, sick. I'm gonna have to roll my fairy a bunch of times. Oh, it's a Miss Fairy. Alright, sick. Like, in a good way, I'm just having everything just done. I don't know, it's weird. And now that fairy skin, I was like, yeah, I want to get the Black Spirit fairy skin again. Like, oh, it's an Ember skin. Alright, sick. Not to worry about that now. Golden Ring outfit, yeah. I mean, it's I'd say it's very Nazgul from Lord of the Rings, personally. Very much like the Witcher. On the purple version, oh, you got to cough up that wallet, dude. Purple one is behind pay to win. Haven't seen any of the new stuff. Oh, let me show you them. I can pull up an image real quick. 1 second. Open link. Alright, here you go. Ready? That's the outfit coming tomorrow. Casper, believe it or not, there's a lot of hints of a necromancer. Putting that out there. It's talking about the Bartali heritage and the old Kron kingdom. And they're talking about the knight that was risen from Caphras because he was slain by questioning him and trying to warn Noir Bartali to not trust him. So there's a lot of and the quest starts in the crypt. Like, I don't know, dude. There's a lot of foreshadowing for a necromancer. I said, like, if we ever get a necromancer, it has to be related to Caphras somehow, because he's the only necromancer in our lore. You can't mission max because it sucks. Yeah, you can't change the helmet or gloves or whatever. It's all in one. Yeah, the outfit's coming tomorrow. Unfortunately, though, it looks like Musa gets a short cape again. I don't know what it is with PA thinking Musa mains love short capes. We hate it. Even Maywa mains hate it. The most popular costume for Maywa is the Ahon Kiris outfit, which is crafted. And you know why? Because it has a fucking long cape. We don't like short capes. It looks dumb as fuck. Like, stop. Look, I'm gonna show you. Does this look badass? Yes or no, chat? Where is it? Am I stupid? Where is it? Excuse me? There it is. Bruh. What are we talking about? Let's look at Sage. Oh, look at that. A real cape. Look at Warrior. Oh look, a real cape. Why does Musa get a half cape? We look like we broke into Dad's closet and is trying his clothes on. Or the other way around, I guess. No, the other way around. I broke into my son's closet and I'm wearing like 8-year-old clothes. I think it's dumb as fuck. Like, why do they keep doing that? Yeah, short cape and then shall we get along? Yep, Zerk is another one. I don't understand it, bro. Why are they not just consistent? I'll be happy to look the same as another class, that's fine. Even the Idana armor has a short cape. It looks dumb as fuck. I don't get it. However, Seraph, that isn't her cringe star outfit. I mean, you can just wear the Idania armor, dude. But you have it, that is. I don't? Well, you know, there should be motivation, right? Go get it. Keep pushing. Luckily, I have a look on my Musa that I love. So, like, and it doesn't involve a cape. So, but still, I still think it's dumb as fuck the Musa has short capes. It doesn't make any sense, bro. Doesn't make any sense. You ever seen the camera maneuver drop away from wings and for main took like 6 years to get the horn? Damn. Yeah, so let me show you the Musa outfit. Let me show you the outfit, the Idania outfit for Musa. Show you exactly what I mean. I was thinking about using the Idania armor with my set. And in capacity, put it on his Musa ult to show me. And that's what it looks like. If this cape was long, this would look sick. But that cape looks fucking stupid. I don't get it. Why would we do that? I don't get it. So no matter how hard what playstyle the possible Necro gets, I'm swapping. Yeah, of course. Everyone has their like dream aesthetic, right? Mine's a male paladin, but we don't have one, so I had to make do with Wake Musa and make it into a paladin. And we're probably never gonna get it because we got Seraph, so. I would love to play a fucking Giga Chad plated 200 hammer paladin, but you know. I don't see that ever coming. But we just make do with a halberd Musa. Zerg's even shorter than the cape, I think. Yeah, I just don't get it, dude. Like, just put that shit to the ground. No, like, who likes short capes? Who thought that's a good design decision? Like, nobody likes that shit. And if they do like it, just make the hide cape option small. I don't know. Dark Souls looking outfit from my side, and the only outfit I would never melt. Oh, the burn outfit? Oh, dude, the burn outfit's my favorite outfit in the game. That's one of the things that sucks about me not being a warrior anymore, is I can't use the burn outfit anymore. I'll show you what I used to look like on my warrior. I loved my warrior look. Hold on. So I had... It's burn nowadays, should be around here. There it is. So I had this, pretty standard. I made the red grey and the brown like a nice silvery color. But then the grey sword was where is it? Trailblazer. There you go. But that goes so well. It looks like a burned grey sword. Yeah, that's what it used to look like on my warrior. Love that outfit. And then for the sword and board, I used the burn shield, and there was a long sword from another outfit that looked good. It might have been Doomsday. Waken wasn't a thing last time I played. I was talking about like 2016 shit then. Yeah. Talking about them early days. Early March, April days. I think Warrior got its awakening in late July, I want to say. And then you switch from Algerian to Grunel. Like the best armor in the game, chat, in vanilla was this. Algerian. You had the ultimate one. I don't think it even exists anymore. But yeah, you'd wear Algerian, you get this shit to plus 15 if possible. That was the best set. That was the attack cast speed. You didn't benefit from crit rating as warrior because all your skills had guaranteed crit. You think Necromancer hype is real cope? I mean, mix of both. If you know the lore, the only way they could ever introduce a Necromancer is through the Bartali family heritage. And the Dark Prince is exactly what they're doing. They're going through revealing the Bartali family and the Empire of Kron. So if they ever were going to introduce a Necromancer, that would be where it'd be. So there's a lot of foreshadowing. If they're ever going to give you a Necromancer, it would be during this. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear about like, the class at the dev talk in April. This is a bit of like a prelude. If we don't get anything from this and they just bury it, then you're never going to get Necros, put it that way. And the fact it's called Dark Prince, Prince indicating like one of the last rulers of the Kron Empire, which means it's going to be a son of Noir Bartali. And if it is the Dark Prince and about swearing his eternal oath and all that kind of thing, then the knight that we knew about that was slain by Caphras and risen as a thrall might have even been Noir's son. We originally thought he's just like, you know, a captain of the knights or whatever, like an advisor, but it could have actually been his son, which would make sense because that would make Noir question his involvement with Caphras trying to get his immortality. Like, he just watched the man kill his child and raise it as a thrall. Like, that would make anyone be like, oh wait, hold the fuck up, you know? Well, I don't say Focus was the first time I went to Red in jail. It was painful. I couldn't get out of there. Heave, since I was a mystic. Yeah, Heave helmet, right? The old Grunel armors and Heave helmet. A lot of people used Heave back then because it gave so much evasion. It blows the stats. Yeah, we're not doing a large gathering session today, chat. I'm just burning, then we're grinding. I want to do quite a lot of grinding today if possible. It's a legit pet class if it is. I doubt it. The reason why I doubt it is because it's a lot easier to make it a summon based class. So like for example, what I mean by that is when I do my low blow, which is this follow-up, this skill here, imagine that, but it's like a wall of undead hands coming out the ground. But they do some shit like that, you know? Like a conal wall of hands coming out the ground. That kind of shit. That's what I could see them doing. Like it hasn't actually got a pet, it's just got summons. Kind of like Awakened Sage with his Arc Cannon. I reckon it'd be like that. Like over summons, exactly, like that kind of thing. It's not like a perma pet like Wizard Witch or Tamer, but more so like you use a skill and then that summon comes with the skill. Or like Awake Doser, you know? I think it'd be a lot more like that, because that's a lot easier to develop and balance. You have to worry about all the complications of making sure pet scaling works and blah 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 blah, you know. It's just more simplistic to do it that way. You're gonna be a Bone Storm type class? Maybe. Mana Shield from Wizard, but it's a bone armor. Who knows? We all know Pearl Abyss doesn't do traditional classes outside of the early ones. A lot of their classes always have a spin. They've always got like that Black Desert twist to them. So I don't see it being like your typical Necromancer. It'd be more so something like it's a Necromancer, but it has a gunblade, you know? But that's the kind of thing BDO would do. Like Eddie is from, you know, is Deadeye's brother, and then he was thrown back into the Roman times, and either is Gannicus or knows of Gannicus, so he's got like that whole gladiator side to him. But he's also a gunslinger from his early days. Like, dude, you mix those two together, what do you have? A blade and a gun. You have a gladius with a trigger in it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did some shit like that. But it's also necromancy, you know? Like, they do some wild shit in this game. Instead of shooting bullets, he's shooting like fucking dark energy or some shit. Who knows? Like a gun scythe or some shit. So sounds could be D2 Nova, maybe Necro, Poison Nova, maybe. You like a Nova Sack? That's the closest pet summon attacks? Yeah. His brother was the Dark Prince, reborn in a different world? Maybe. When you become an Idana, chat, you are sent forward or backwards in time, and you're given a second life. And the contract we have for your Black Spirit is that he consumes your memories or locks them away. So you are reborn, you have no memories, and you're either forward in time or back in time. Like Noir Bartali, when he was basically, he became an Idana during the events at Kron Castle, when the castle exploded and everything. He got basically symbiosis with a primordial Black Spirit, and that sent him back like thousands of years, like to the beginning of what we know as history. And he actually became the man who writ our history. Like if you go into the Ancient Stone Chamber, all the murals that are in there, they're all done by Noir Bartali, and they're all warnings of Caphras' coming. Like imagine having this cataclysmic fucked up event that's destroyed your whole empire, and then you get sent back, you realize you're back before like any of that, and you're like, I gotta warn the future of this guy. Yeah, it's entirely possible. His brother's actually a primeval from Diablo and we get demon class, you don't know? Who knows, dude? The thing is, demons in this game doesn't mean what it normally means. A demon in BDO means an alien. Like something that's unfamiliar. So when you call something a demon, like it doesn't mean what we think it means. You have to understand, BDO has a whole different set of rules in this universe. Like, darkness isn't considered a bad thing. Darkness is common. Like how we perceive the sun rising every morning, the BDO is to them is darkness. It's about twisting and perverting the darkness to make it bad. The darkness is pretty common in BDO. Deadeye's a demon? It might be, yeah. It's foreign. It's something that's like alien to what we know. But yeah, they would call her a demon, yeah. Based on experience, do you think Sage is bad for life skill average? It doesn't matter. The whole class for life skilling is only relevant for hunting. And the reason why it's relevant for hunting is because Striker has a passive that gives them more crit. So you get more crit chance of matchlock hunting. And if you're sniper rifle hunting, because of the attack speed that Ranger has, you aim down sights faster. Like that's all that matters. Everything else is irrelevant. Outside of maybe Corsair if you're doing sailing content. But it's really whatever. I'll ask you what you get per... Wait. I'll ask you what best pet you suggest choosing from rare box event or just choose random. Definitely don't choose random. This box here, if you don't have a gathering pet, you want a Pudgy Llama. A Pudgy Llama is a free-to-play version of a hedgehog that gives you increased gathering yield. If you do any kind of gathering, great pet to have. Even if you don't think you're going to do gathering, just get one, dude, because eventually if you do, you'll be happy you have it. Other than that, the polar bear is a penguin, but it has weight, so it's a better penguin. A penguin is an auto fish pet. So the polar bear has auto fishing and it has weight, so that's a really good, also another pet to have. The rest are kind of whatever, honestly. The rest are just pets. They're the two special ones. So if you're gonna pick two, I'd get a polar bear and a Pudgy Llama, because they have unique effects. Sir, you're no problem. I was on a Valencian board and she called me a demon bad. Is that an insult or a compliment? Called me a demon in bed. That means you probably did shit she's not used to. You get some kinky shit, probably. I had 8% tier 4 pet upgrade earlier today, but also got 9%, so I'm 1 tier 5. Tier 4, tier 3, 2 tier 3s. Yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, so long as you have 1 tier 5 and 4 tier 3s, you're good. Like, the whole thing that people obsess over having tier 4s only matters for the special effects. So, for example, if I show you my loose speed on the tier 4, it's 2.37 at rested, and tier 3 is 2.8. Like, that half a second isn't going to make that huge of a difference. The main reason you tier them up is for their effect. So the gathering quantity increase on the Pudgy Llama, this goes up by another 10% at tier 4 compared to tier 3. It goes 11, 21, 31, 41. Or like this pet here, the tier 5, this gives you 1% drop rate per tier. So this is an important tier 5 pet to have because it gives you 5%. But like, that's the main reason to tier them up. Once you have tier 3, you're good. Like, going tier 3 to tier 4 is so minimal. You just want your 1 tier 5 and 4 tier 3s and you're good. You got like 90% of the loose speed at that point. Serviceable for Naga. I mean, 4 times the loose swing adds up like Naga. Pretty nice. Yeah, but the thing is, that's one spot. Like, you're not wrong, but at the same time, when you compare it to all the grind spots in BDO, there's very few grind spots where having good pets matters. So if you're doing Dark Seekers, like, you're fine. If you're doing Tungred, you're fine. If you're doing any Adania grind spot, you're fine. Like, it's only the niche spots where you have like a crazy abundance of drops, which is going to be like LV Serendia or, you know, the season grind spots and all that kind of thing. That's when it really matters. But outside of that, it's whatever. It don't matter, Hog don't matter, almost don't matter, Giants don't matter, exactly. So like for your particular grind spot, Nagas, yes it does, because you are capped by your pet loose speed, but like in the grand scheme, it's whatever, you know? Big pet and llama, hedgehog, I'd say only one's worth tier 5, tier 4 horse, pet and rabbits, I'd say. Yeah, so you don't really need to tier 5 the llama. The gathering quantity increase caps at tier 4. So like you can get this tier 4 and chill it. You don't have to get a tier 5, so it's whatever. The main tier 5 pets you want is the drop rate pet and the Garmouth pet. Because those two actually give you a benefit at tier 5 to their special. This one is 1% more drop rate, and the Garmouth pet is another 25 health. There's very few pets that actually benefit from being tier 5. Get 1 tier 3 tier 4 and $80 tier 4 this month, guaranteed. Yeah, congrats. What's your Naga video? I feel like I haven't spent the curse stream. I don't know how to grind Naga. Don't you pull 3 packs together? I do, yeah. I kill 3 packs of commanders. So every pack of commander has 3 commanders. So I kill 3, go to the next one, kill 3, go to the next one, kill 3. And then I go in the middle between all 3 of them. So the leash range is minimal, and then I kill all the mobs in the center. Do that for the mining realm. You know, it caps at tier 4? Yeah. There's few pets that benefit being tier 5. Tony gets free tier 4 pet and Crimson's another tier 4? Yeah. Yeah, you're referring to the Shoodad pet, right? Shoodad's Courier. The good thing about the Shoodad pet is it's the same category as these pets. So the llama, the bear, the Prankevi, they're all considered rare, and that's the same tier as the Shoodad. So what I did personally is I got a tier 1 Prankevi and I mixed it with a tier 4 Shoodad, and I got a tier 4 Prankevi, and then I used the thing to make a tier 5. Put together, saw them closed, then went back to packs. They're kind of scuffed. Yeah, that's probably why you got less trash. Yeah, Shoodad tomorrow. Tier 4 bear and llama. Yeah, make sure you get the Arctic fox or Prankevi then. For the drop rate. Either or, they're the same pet. So Prankevi's easier to get though, because everyone gets the Prankevi doing the Kebi chests on the journal. Alright, we're done. Didn't take long. A bit of yapping and we're done. So yeah, I think years ago about pull the system rework. Fair. Alright, throw them all in. Also throw in the elixirs, we don't need those anymore. We switch this to this. Pull our grind gear on. Our outfit on. Put the energy set on. And we're good. Oh, let's grab one more stone. Grab 2 more. Fuck it. Alright, so we're good. Got the fox from one of the old journeys. I mean, yeah, that works. Just, you know, mix that with the Shoodad. You just want to get a tier 5 Arctic or a tier 5 Prankevi, either or, for the drop rate. And then that'll be your main PvE tier 5 pet. Oh, the 3 pets like nothing. If every other week there's a free pet coming. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they've done that recently too. I got a tier 3 Hate, a tier 4 Shoodad, and 2 pets from season, full set of pets from the main story. And then the Seraph event happened that gave a pet box, and now this event gives another 2 boxes. So it does seem like they are trying to give everyone good pets. Alright. Change the playlist. Yeah. This is what I've been doing all day, by the way, chat. I've been grinding, burning. This is like the 4th time I've come to Gadgery today. I even had a random viewer say hi, Grim, and then swap servers. What about it? Oh, let's not do that. Holy shit. 5-3. Alright. So I got the tip over returning, yeah. Keyboard mates out due to how many people do deck your Trackman. They need to just allow you to put your horse down there, dude, honestly. I don't think adding more mates or whatever is the solution. I think they should just allow you to overstack on your horse. That's such a 2017 thing. Back when the game was a lot more predatory if it's pay to win. That's the only reason why they did it, because they wanted to force people to buy mates. I suppose we have cake buff. What am I doing? I won't override it because my current buff's better. I can vendor the other ones, it's fine. You don't lose any money. No point in paying more than I have to, right? Yeah, when guild buffs are up, then I'll buy the lesser ones and use those. I can't remember horses being loud there, but they put it back to killing the horses. Yeah, people were finding a way to get around it. And MPA didn't like that, so they, your horse just dies whenever it's in there now. I think it's dumb. I think they should just get rid of that shit now. No reason for that to exist anymore. A little silly, you know? Yeah, we're getting there with the Caffreys, chat. I mean, I'm on 6,000 now. I need 14k more. And then I can start liquidating them for more money. I've got my pen black stars now. So I'm going to get my 20k Caffreys ready. Yeah, I've got all my infinite potions made now, chat. Got 5 of them to sell. I'm back down to 87 Atanas. I went and made all those. What do I use cameras for? I turn them into primordial blackstones to sell. For the first 20k you need for your sovereign offhand. So once you've got your sovereign offhand crystal sword, then you can liquidate them pretty much. What up, Nick? How you doing? Yeah, I wouldn't mad rush to get a sovereign offhand made because the main benefit of the sovereign offhand is the large amount of sheet AP, and you want to be above 300 AP to really start using a sovereign offhand. Because the Black Star offhand gives you a large abundance of monster AP. So you actually end up with less AP if you go straight to Sovereign before 300 AP. So you only want to do it when you benefit from the sheet AP. Chad, any cries into any more Cavras? Yeah, true. No wrong, no wrong. Okay, crystal, yeah, so there's a crystal you make, which is the, I don't remember the name. You need 2 Pen Black Star offhands and that crystal to get your sovereign. So you need 2 Pen Black Star offhands and 20k Cavras to make your sovereign offhand. It is horrible for the event. The first 2 days are good, but 3 days are getting 6k an hour. Yeah, thanks a lot, yeah, no problem. I mean, are you getting more cakes elsewhere? I would assume the event is like density, just like the rest of them, but I cannot confirm or deny that because I haven't done it enough. Are you getting more in other grind spots? No one getting more money? Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, dude. I wouldn't sacrifice silver per hour to get more cakes. That's silly. You should always go on the spot that makes you the best money. But this isn't one of those events that outweighs that kind of shit, you know? Yeah, 6 an hour seems about right, yeah, that's what I get. Top 5 most profitable elixir droughts to craft. I mean, BDOlytics, dude. Good tell you. Just go on there. I can't really answer that for you because there's too many questions I need to ask. First of all, what's your region? Second of all, what's the price of this? What's the price of that? How much does this go for? How much does that go for? Like, BDOlytics will answer all those questions. Just sort it by silver per hour and have a look. If I had to make a judgment call, or which one's the best, probably Berserker Drought. Because that gives you 18% special attack. And that's one of the most important droughts for the Harmony. Because that's the big offensive stats. And it works at every grind spot because it's not kept stats. It's so nice though, I was making $1 an hour in the first 2 days. Yeah. They are nice. I wouldn't sacrifice your silver per hour for it though. Unless of course it outweighs it. They're like 9 categories at the highest, but then yeah, I fell off, I got like 4. Yeah, it's very volatile. It's a very volatile event, for sure. Put it this way, if I had the gear to grind Darkseekers, I wouldn't be going back to Cadre to get more cakes. I would just make more money at Darkseekers. Oh, no, he killed him. But you didn't cheer concentrated germs. That shit got me killed at Highlands. Yeah, it's dumb. You're not the first person to complain about that. You will not be the last. It is dumb. I think cheering's fine. There just shouldn't be an animation for it. I still think you can make the noise and get the, you know, the trumpet and all that crap, but just have no animation. Bombs are too strong to carry, barely 2 weeks to Sangrad. Yeah. What about Harlan's Master? Harlan's is good. You have the gear for it, it's solid. Especially on North America, caboose are doing really well. And that is the place that drops caboose the most. The thing is, chat, it's really hard to answer these questions about, like, is this good, is this bad? Should I do this or should I do that? But you have to understand, to answer that question properly, I need to know so much fucking shit to give you a proper answer. I can't just answer yes or no, or do this or do that. It really depends on a lot of different things. The first important question is the region. Because every region has a different economy. And then it comes down to, like, do you like the spot? Do you have the AP cap for the spot? Are you using all the appropriate buffs that make you do more damage above the AP cap? Like, there's just way too much shit for me to do a proper answer. All the information's out there, chat. Look at Garmouth numbers, add about 60% of whatever it says. Any life skilling stuff, Mediolytics. Does all the math for you. You just fill in the blanks. You look at a recipe, you tell it, I'm getting this part of the I'm getting this part of the recipe, so then it gets taxed. Because otherwise you would sell it. And then you put in, like, your mastery, your alchemy time, your cook time, all that crap. And it will just tell you what the silver power is to do that recipe. If he doesn't want to, I'm under cap, I don't feel like grinding it. If you're under cap for Tangrad, just do Highlands, dude. Garmouth numbers suck. Well, like I said, you take the Garmouth numbers and you add 60%. If it says 10k trash, then you're probably making 16k trash. And you can fill in the trash value. If you tell it, actually, I'm getting this much trash, it automatically calculates the chances of getting all the rest stuff. It factors in how much trash you're getting, so it increases your odds and all that stuff. All you need to do is tell Garmouth how much trash you're making, and it'll do the rest. And obviously there's some things you can add in manually. So, like, for example, if it says a BMC is worth 6 million, that's obviously incorrect. They're worth 6.6. But you got 1.1%. You got a 10% chance to get another magical shard when you melt them. So they're 6.6. So then you manually add that value. But for the most part, you know, it's accurate. Just put in the trash value. You're good. Already much else to it. I'm saying the truth, that's for sure. Of course. I wouldn't take Garmouth numbers as, like, gospel. Use them as a, like... What's the word? Use it as a baseline. People at Hexo low in Galma says 1.4. That's because it's an open source information. What you have to understand is the rare drop rate percentages are all correct, but when anyone can put in any trash value, you're going to have shitters, and you're going to have lies. That's just the that's just how it goes with having an open source information thing. You're going to have people that are just bad at the game putting in their numbers, and you're going to have people that are just super self-conscious about their grind, so they add like shit they didn't actually get it, just to make their grind look better. Don't ask me why people do that, they just do. Like egos, I guess. So long as you put in the amount of trash you're making, you'll get accurate results. That's what it comes down to. Picking up the loot, another commander. Ray's dead. Kill all his trash now. Another commander, I think? No, he did his wave, never mind. We just loot before we kill. There we go. Get him low. There we go. And dead. Do we get a fourth commander or fifth commander? We'll see. No cakes though. All those mobs and not a single cake. Do you have pay to win Garmouth? Yeah. I have premium. Sco gives me premium for free. Hey, I've got flames so sad December's will give me more money than to them. Yeah. Stack of Wizard, you have loony numbers to deal with as well. True. All I can say about using Garmouth, the global grind function, like seeing where the trash is and everything, just plug in your trash vet, how much trash you get, and then it's a really good tool. Because it will tell you how much money you're making. It will already automatically calculate all the rare drop percentages and everything. You just need to plug in the amount of trash you get. Don't worry about all the fucking average shit or whatever the main open source shit is. Just plug in your numbers. Like if I put 84k trash at Tungrad with yellow and Agris, it will probably be the #1 grind spot on the website. But then again, I haven't done like the other spots and put in my trash value for those spots, for example. So if I use like what it recommends for the Zephyros averages, then Tungrad will be better. But then if I actually go to Zephyros and I'm in max grind it and I put in how much trash I have, they're probably a lot closer, you know? And don't forget, that's with Agris. Like, you can't do Agris forever. Without Agris, it should be like 48k. I don't know why people obsess over Agris numbers. Agris is not supposed to be a metric you measure by. Because it's a limited, it's a finite resource. Damn, my kill is basically maxed and he overclears a mile. Yeah. Last stiff, dude. They changed mode to get overclear. You push sap to see how much I get instead of Garmouth. And that works too. That's an ultra wide, so I can't really use it. Well, they've added basically choices up to the game in Mani Realm. It won't be long until they have it outside of Mani, honestly. I can see them doing it in Mani Realm is like a... I would assume they're testing it to make sure it works, it functions properly and everything. And then I wouldn't be surprised if we can just toggle on whenever, eventually. We're gonna grind 1 hour a day or less, so they have perma-agris. I mean, I guess, but some spots burn more than 20k an hour. Like, doesn't Stars End burn like 28k or so an hour? I don't know, I just think it's silly. That's my opinion though, I guess. Gotta get in the flow so bad. I love it. I'm gonna be fucking up packs of mobs that are difficult when I get out of season. The fact I can like perfectly flow all the cooldowns. Like I've hit that that level of the class now. I don't need to track cooldowns at all. That's why I don't like putting cooldowns on my face chat, because if you play it enough, you don't need it. It's just a visual classer. The only reason why I have the defensive icons on is so I can track my super armor crosscuts, so I can do that at the end. Mainly it's only a PvE thing. Because the extra hit on crosscut actually does quite a bit of damage. Other than that, I'll just have it off. Like, I need it on for Suck Sage just so I can track my iframe rift chains, so I knew when I had my 2-second lingering essay. Of Musa, it's mainly the crosscut essay. You don't suck Wiz because you change depending on random spells you use. Yeah. For sure, for sure. I'm a little indifferent on what cores you use for PvE though, because on one hand I keep my Searing Slam SA, which gives me 15% DR while doing it, but on the other I can get a frontal guard on Spinner. The problem with Spinners, you only do that. It's a really short frontal guard, so I don't know. Which one would give me more damage reduction at the end of the day? Probably the Searing Slam, honestly. But the problem with Spinners, you don't do the third hit. You don't do this. That third hit's really bad. It's really slow. You only do the first two, so it's a really short frontal guard. And if I'm actually gonna frontal guard some damage, I'm gonna just use Inferno Slash. Or Crust Crusher into low blow. I don't know, I'll probably just keep Searing Slam, honestly. Just for the passive DR. Can I play Crimson Desert? No. Not interested in playing a single player game. Not to say it won't be good though, it looks like it's going to be fantastic. But I'm not really interested in playing single player games. I'd much rather play an MMO. So I know a lot of streamers and partners will be playing it. I'll be on BDO during. So if you need your BDO drops, I mean, I'll be here. Also, speaking of drops, we get new drops tomorrow. So make sure you tune into somebody's live. You can grab your new 10-hour drops. There's to be a solo RPG, best solo RPG in history. I mean, honestly, dude, it's definitely up there. I want it to be super successful because I want loads of people to look over our IP, and then we should get like a huge influx of players to Black Desert. Because if they love Crimson, they're gonna want more from the company. And what better ways to be like, you know, well, we have an MMO, you can play that. And then they see the combat in this game, and they're like, holy shit, you know? But just because it looks great, it's shame a single player. Yeah. It's harder more when we announce a new zone expansion for BDO. Most likely Dawnbreaker, yeah. Most likely Mounts of Eternal Winter Part 2. Drops at 10 hours again, yep. Another set of 10 hour drops. Gonna be like a 120 stack and everything. It's on the that big post they did showing all the events. Yeah, it's on there. It shows crons at a 120 stack, so. We're also getting the cake boss. The 10th anniversary cake boss, which is outside Velia. So make sure you have an alt park there. You definitely want to kill that boss and never respawns. It gives a lot of goodies. And you'll get a quest from David Finto and Velia to kill it too, and that'll probably give some 10-hour buffs. That'll probably give the like growth leap and wise housekeeper buffs. Also, don't forget that you do the cheer, the happy 10th anniversary in World Chat, because that gives you a cake and some crons. Because that's resetting this maintenance too. Because it's 2 weeks, so the second week is just crons. And you have a chance to win a AMD Radeon CPU as well. So why not? It's a coast tomorrow as well. Maintenance stream's gonna be like 10 hours. Yeah. Definitely gonna have a lot of goodies for that as well. To be honest, media is 90% single player anyways. Get upset on play, it doesn't make sense to me. It's a matter of being part of something. Like, imagine you have, let's say you overcome an achievement in game, you reach a milestone, and your reward is like this really sick looking armor. I mean, it's great you have the armor and you like love the look of it, but wouldn't it be even more sick if you could show it off to your friends in game, or even like, you know, guildies or, you know, people you play with. It's about being part of a community. It's not really about the game having a lot of group content or not. It's more so that you're playing with people, essentially. Like, I know, like, if I'm playing BDO, I can jump in my guild Discord and hang out with them and then talk to them while they're doing their stuff, for example. Or we could go do a group grind, you know? But even though BDO is very solo orientated, it's about being part of, like, a community. The Olvi Academy, so those looks go 1 second while, don't they? Yeah, I've done all. Did all a while ago. The ones that take a while is the farm one and the sailing one. The farm one, I would look up like what, like there's probably a guide on Garmouth or Black Desert Foundry by now. And it'll tell you like, oh, plant a special garlic and one of these, because then you can do them all the quests back to back, you know. The sailing one, I recommend you put an alt at the quest handing, because a lot of these sailing ones are like, go out there and barter and come back and hand the quest in. Whereas if you've got an alt there, you do the barters and you just swap to your alt and hand the quest in. Pick up the next one, swap back to the guy on the boat, you know. A lot easier than going back and forth. Yeah, there should be guides out there by now. We're seeing other players. Exactly, dude. How's the name of your Verdict's Law channel, YouTube channel again? It's the Grim Verdict. It's literally our names. If you go below my stream, there should be a panel which says the Grim Verdict. Just click that, and that'll take you to it. Alternatively, it's in the links below as well. Called like a video lore channel or something. One goblin. Two goblin. Neither of them gave me an Atanus. Toxic. This guy's on it now? Yeah, no problem. Apple training, have a breed waiting to claim too. Yeah, that too, yep. It's kind of down to hey purely because of single player accidentally no sense down to Spotify running in the same circle for 10 hours. Oh no, don't get it confused. I don't hate Crimson. Or like people don't hate Crimson. I just don't want to play a single player game. Like you can have a really good MOBA, I just don't want to play a MOBA. You know? Or you can have a really good FPS game, I just don't want to play an FPS game. It's not about like hating it or whatever. I actually want it to do well. And people want to play it, like more power to them, you know? I don't get why people would hate it, that's silly. Like one of my friends comes up to me like, oh bro, the newest version of My Little Pony is so sick. I'm gonna be like, okay, good for you, I don't want to play that. It doesn't matter how good that game is, I ain't playing that shit, I'm not interested. A lot of people in the community that hate it because they promised a multiplayer game half a decade ago. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean... How do I put it? If you have a farm and you have a cow and the cow produces good milk, why would you get another cow? Why don't you get a chicken? Because now you got good milk and eggs. You know, like it didn't make sense to me that like people had the expectations they're gonna make Crimson a multiplayer game when we literally have Black Desert. Like, why would you impact your own game? That's like Riot making an extraction shooter and then they make another extraction shooter. Like all they're doing is hurting their other IP. Whereas better they make different types of games, because then they're covering more of the genres. Make a vid of the new custom lore too. Costume lore. Verdicts already has made like a little teaser thing. That kind of stuff, that's usually Verdicts. Like we'll nerd about it privately, but he'll generally make a video on that. Like you don't need me to be in the video for that, you know? Those kind of videos will be on Verdict's channel. Unless, of course, we're talking about something on the podcast that's relevant to that. Then, of course, yeah. Never saw the hype in Crimson Desert, looks kind of mid. Well, let's wait and see, won't we? Like an MMO, so my first MMO dies? Exactly, it doesn't make any sense. My cope with Crimson is that it does so well, and a lot of the player base migrates over to Black Desert, and then because of that, they port the game over to a new engine. The engine they used for Crimson Desert, they port BDO onto it. Because it has to be a business incentive. But they're not going to just do it, because that's a lot of big costs for nothing. But if they're like, oh shit, we're getting a lot more popularity, a lot more people looking at our game, then they can see that as like an investment to get more players in. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping they finally update the engine for BDO, because it's very much like WoW in a sense that they are pushing the engine to its limits, and ultimately they're going to have to upgrade it. Like, eventually. That's why we have, like, desync and shit. Didn't hear anything? If Verdicts would do a video on it, if anything. Was my answer. He's already got a teaser video on about the costume, like what we know about it. But yeah, obviously we'll get the quest chain tomorrow. That will reveal a lot more. And then Verdict will probably make a follow-up video. That'll be on his YouTube. So Lawmaster Grim is the one learning to be a Lawmaster as such. Pretty much. I'm the apprentice. I know a lot of people say like, oh Grim, you know, I don't like being called the law guy. That's not, no. That's Verdict. I'm very much a enthusiast who's learning. I'm an apprentice. I don't put nowhere near the amount of work and shit Verdict does. Deserves all the credit with that stuff. Tiny horse and older way can push it to the limits already? Yeah. Grim is the free to win season guy. I mean, I'm going to transition from being the season guy to the free to play guy, hopefully. The season won't last forever. Whereas I'll always be a free to play. Yeah, eventually I'll be done with season. And then obviously over time my season stuff will get outdated, right? It is what it is. And maybe someone else will pick up the mantle. Like, I'm not doing season again after this. I'll do it just to consume tickets and get rewards, but I wouldn't be like doing some crazy push like this again. I think I've proven every point I wanted to prove after this. The first point was proving the season's good money, and that with enough time you can progress to endgame. And now I'm proving season's great money, and you can do it in a very short amount of time to progress endgame. Because now I know exactly what I'm doing. Whereas the first time I did season, it was a learning curve. That took me just under 6 months. Whereas now I'm looking at maybe 4 or less. And the thing is, chat, that's not just having a lot of loot scrolls. That's having a lot of loot scrolls. That's having really good life skill gear and life skill levels. Like, it's everything in one. If I was pushing purely gear score, like, I would have graduated ages ago. It's not about that. That's why I don't like the whole, like, the typical trope that people have, like, how quick can I get my gear score up? Because what I'm doing isn't that. It's a culmination of loads of different things. If it's how quick can I get 800 gear score, then obviously I wouldn't be in season, would I? And I wouldn't have invested all that money in life skill gear. I would have just doubled down, tripled down on grinding gear. It's about having everything in that time. It's about having a ton of loot scrolls, really good life skill gear, really good life skill levels, and good grinding gear. About having everything. But I can get them out, my mana constantly being used and infinite potion being used every 2 seconds. I'm idle doing nothing. I've been to event sales, so maybe put it. Because the desert looks super average, but time will tell. Yeah, exactly. It's very much a time will tell thing. Constantly being used, an infinite pot being used every 2 seconds. I'm idle, do nothing. Are you using an elixir of rough labor by chance? Are you gathering? Because the elixir of rough labor drains your willpower. Yes, I am. There we go. Yeah, so this elixir here. You read it, look. Gathering on drop rate 5%. Constant reduction of MP, WP, SP. Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah, all good. All good, all good. Get people to think about money when buying video games. Well, you know. Hobbies can be expensive, you know? That's why BDO is really good, because the barrier to entry for this game is like at most $10. You can get like thousands of hours of content out of BDO and spend literally nothing. Like super good value. I don't know, bro. 70 years is insane. Oh, we're talking about Crimson? Oh, I thought we were talking about video. Yeah, I don't know about Crimson. It was insane. 22, literally every game, 70 euros. As I mentioned, I got the max version of EFT. Holy. Yeah, isn't that quite a lot? Isn't the Tarkov big package quite expensive? Kind of because it's part of my routine. I can tell you now. When someone gives me a sub or primes and I say it's a lot of money, I genuinely mean it. I'm very open with my finances, chat. I'm very open generally as a person. I make about $600 a month with my job. I get carer's allowance and I get income support, and that comes to about 550-ish pound, which is about $600. So when I make a little bit from streaming, it goes a long way. Some months I make pretty much the same as my fucking income, which is crazy. I don't take any of it for granted. So paying 70 euros for a video game? Yeah, that's a lot of money for me. That's pretty fucking expensive, not gonna lie. Crap, anyways, is there anything to do in 2026? But the old max version of EFT was working, so I didn't think about the price. I think it's fine to be cautiously optimistic for new releases, because upfront cost of like 70 euros is a lot of fucking money, and the last thing you want to do is put down the upfront costs and then the game's kind of shit and then you can't refund it, or like you don't feel like you got nowhere near your money's worth. So like I get waiting a little bit after launch just to see like if it's worth buying. It really depends on your financial situation, right? If you're like willing to throw down 70 euros and the game's good or bad and you don't really care like how it turns out, I mean it's different. It's different for every person, right? But it really comes down to how much expendable income you have. It's a high number of income, and it was government assistance was only more than 1,400 a month. What the fuck? Yeah, why digital games are so much? The reason why games have a high price tag is not because of a physical copy, it's to justify the development time to make said game. Because the problem is everything's a business, and we also have inflation. So like if I go to my local store and buy a 2-litre bottle of milk, if I did that 10 years ago, that'd be like £1.50. Whereas if I buy it now, it's £2.50. Just inflation. That mixed with having a large amount of people develop a game and then the company has to spend X amount of money to make said game, they need a return on their investment, because if they don't make a profit, then they're not going to make another game. So like, that's the two reasons why it's so expensive. It's not about a physical copy, it's about covering the costs of the production of said product, plus, what do you call it? Plus, what's the word? Used a minute ago. Inflation, there we go. Like, I know we all talk about, like, damn, I remember when games were like $30, you know? But then you have to factor in, like, $30 back then is like 60 now. So, like, it didn't really change per se. It's just the value of, like, $1 went down. For example, due to inflation. Well, Starfield for $80 on launch, never be tricked again. Yeah, that's rough. 30s or 40s? I am 38. I turned 38 3 days ago. It's in my About Me. There's and cancellations already hurt companies too, yeah. Games only items I know basically stayed the same price. 15-20 years. Yeah. Saying there's something shifted in games. Used to be 2-3 cycles and not 7+ years. I know everything's changed too, it's weird. Let the companies do the Cyberpunk's release, yep. Fuck yeah, you did. What up, bit? Happy late birthday, thank you, thank you. I had a good stream. I was very content on my birthday. Went out with the family and then I had a pretty long, I had like a 10-hour stream. It was good. I also had Twitch front page, so I was streaming to like 3K or so. Obviously most are lurkers, right? Because, you know, anyone opens Twitch front page, they're going to count as a viewer, but they're not, probably not even there, you know? But, you know, us BDO streamers, we're used to that shit. That's what our category mostly is, right? Yeah, a lot of lurkers. And I get it, I do the same. I'll lurk in other people's streams, skip my drops, make me say hi. I get it. Physical can always be the best move because something is wrong, you can sell us some cash back too. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Your kids play BDO? No. No, my kids are 11 and 8. Primarily on PC, but I also like to physical copy of PS5 or one on console. There is, in my opinion, you can't get older games for like a year old for 20-30 bucks anymore. Yeah. It's all changed, right? Doesn't this whole conversation though, chat, have you a bit of a newfound appreciation for the barriers to entry for Black Desert? Like, you can try this game for $1 or 10 bucks, or sometimes free. When you look at all these other games that come out and you gotta put down like 70 euros straight up. Like, it's you know, you can get a lot of hours of entertainment out of BDO without really spending anything. It's one of the main positives about the game. That and the combat's sick, let's be honest. Yeah, if you do love the game, you just buy a tent, right? The tent is basically the box cost. And the whole, like, no, BDO's egregiously pay to win. You can't be competitive unless you spend hundreds of dollars. I literally proved that wrong. I was in the top guild in North America. Front paging in wars. Spending 0 money. Like, that is absolutely not true. Does it speed up your progression to pay to win? Of course it does. Are you locked out of all the content while I'm swiping? No. You just gotta work a little bit harder. Streamer and the poor save end up with some random video streamer wake up and then you had to pay for each new zone as well. Same games, yep. Expansions, yep. Regret spending the amount of money I have to run BDO, my Cara, pennies. Yeah. I never recommend people swipe for Gamba. Like, whenever we get a partner code again, chat, obviously I'm gonna have a code this time around. But I'm gonna advocate, like, do not spend to gamble. If you're gonna buy pearls to buy, like, maids or weight or inventory and all that, that's fine. Like, go for it. I'm going to hard press, do not buy Gamba boxes, do not gamble. Because it's really bad. By Crimson Desert, now do I still get video goodies? Yep. You'll get video goodies when they release the associated codes and everything. They obviously they want you to redeem it when they want you to redeem it. So buy the game now, you'll find, and then probably on launch they'll send you the codes for the goodies for video, or they'll just like also send them to you in the mail or some shit. In other words, don't worry about it. You gotta buy Crimson and pre-order it now, you can. Most teammates will release and pre-order. From Gabo, throwing money more money than any person should. Back in the day, you go to electronic market, you have platinum games. I think those PC and proper games and all games like €7. Yeah. Older games, yep. By Steam with 3 video clients base, it's all good, right? Yeah, it's fine. More than likely, your goodies will be like an email with a code. So you can redeem that on Steam or whatever. And I'll give you the in-game stuff. It's very, very, very likely that it's going to be code-based. That's the easiest way to do it. Obviously, they don't want you having that stuff right now because the game's not even out yet. So more than likely, you'll get your video goodies through a code with Crimson Desert release through your email or whatever. This has been asked multiple times and the CMs have all but confirmed. But don't worry about it, you're fine. Like, you can pre-order, it's all good. So just contract support, proof of purchase? Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely fine, dude. Don't worry about it. And have fun. Have fun with it.
Thank you, Kibitsu_Rex for gifting 5 community subs.
What the? Don't do it, Santa.
No witnesses.
That's fucked up. Kibutsu with the 5 gifted. God damn. I'm not worthy, sir. But I appreciate it regardless. It's a lot of money. You got gifted a sub, make sure you say thank you. Enjoy no ads. Ads are cringe. We hate ads. Thank you again, dude. It's a lot of money. Didn't have to do that. A little old me. Gonna get me blushing. Is a follow in her Imperatrice Cleo? I butchered your name, I apologize. I'm terrible with names. Not much, but it's honest work for someone amazing like you. Now you're breathtaking. As Keanu would say. What silver right now do you reckon you make it cadre? And what other methods do you use life skill? So cadre, baseline silver is 1.5 billion, and then you add on the event value. So this current event value 6 cakes per hour. How much are we making per cake? 20 mils. Let's see, 50. It's like 100 mil, right, per cake, something like that. So it's 1.5 plus 6, so 2.1 right now with these events. Probably a little bit more because of the pearls. We get 1,300, like 1,300 pearls per hour. But that's another 130 mil, so probably like 2.2-ish. And the other methods I make money with is gathering and alchemy. I gather at my Olvia rotation, which is a very fast burn. That's 600 energy per 28 minutes. And my alchemy is mainly making harmonies. That is pretty much all I've done in season. And I have 425 billion liquid. I have nearly 10 bill on me. And I have about 700 bill in life skill gear. And this account is nearly 9 weeks old. Somehow. That Evo is evil. How guild missions looking? Ooh, maybe he's doing them. More for me, I guess. I haven't seen Jimmy online streaming for a while. Maybe look, is he live now? No, what happened to Jimmy, dude? You having a break or what? I mean, he did hit his goal of 68. I wouldn't be surprised. He's having a little bit of R&R after that. If he's not well? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Health condition due to the long, endless grind. Oh. Oh, that's not good. You reckon he, like, he overexerted himself? How many drought? Do you craft everything yourself or you just skip some? I craft it all myself. I just buy the materials I can buy and I get the ones I can't. These on 20, 24-hour streams, 2 days maybe. That final push. Yeah. That does sound pretty bad. The thing is too, doing something like that actually makes you more inefficient, believe it or not. Because even though he got pumped out all that grinding in those 2 days, the recovery aftermath, if he had spaced it out to like 12 hours a day, he'd still be grinding right now. And he would have actually been grinding more instead of being ill. But you know. I don't think he was like, he wasn't running out of time either. He's pretty ahead of the schedule because of all the events we got and everything. Saga 68 full maintenance. Yeah, I don't know. That seems like, I wouldn't have advised that, personally. And I'm degen as fuck. I love grinding. But like, I wouldn't put myself at risk for the sake of grinding. Plus I love my naps too much. If I ever did like a subathon in the future, chat, like I've never done one, but if I did, then I would have to have naps and I would have to pause the timer while I go nap. But there's no way I could sit there for just stay awake the whole time. This is not happening. I don't have it. I can't physically do that. $50 subs, you do it 1 month. Maintenance was the end goal. Is that worth 50 subs though? I'm gonna be honest. If you're a partnered streamer or an affiliate, or you're not a partner plus, you get 50-50 split. So 50 subs is what's that? $250, right? So he gets $125. Is that worth putting yourself at risk for? Wait, I don't think so. Not worth it, yeah, exactly. I say dollars because most of my viewers are American, so. Yeah, obviously I use the pound, some British bruv in it. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. I would go for as long as I can, which generally speaking, I can go for like 10 to 12 hours if I start streaming as soon as I wake up. And then I start getting like, bleh. I mean, I can go longer, but I wouldn't be able to stream longer. I can go longer, but I'd be very like, well, let's put it this way, I wouldn't be a very good streamer. I'd be very quiet and recluse while grinding or whatever. So I can go for like 10 to 12 hours while being like a you know, what's the word? A communicative streamer. Someone who communicates, but then after that I'd be like, there, you know. So if I ever did like a subathon or whatever, I'd have to go to bed and then pause the timer so people don't get scammed. Yeah, maybe in the future, I don't know. Yeah, we need like 1.1 trillion shit. Be done. Because that'll be 6 Pendevos and 3 duo armors. Assuming all the Pendevos stay the price they're at. It's about 180 bill, ring and earring, so that's 720 bill. The necklace is around 130, so that'd be 850. And then the belt is like 160-ish, so that's 1 trillion. And then the armors are like 25-ish bill, so 75 bill. So it's like nearly 1.1. I already got all the black stars, and I'll have the 20k Caphras. I'm getting the Caphras super fast. Yeah, it's just 1.1 around that. And then I'll tap the weapons. I'd want to get like a Hex main, Hex Awakening, a Pen off hand, and a Tet and main hand, ideally. And then I'll use all the hammers I have to tap my Charizard Nectar deck. Pretty much going to use all my hammers for deck Charizards. So the new horse leveling thing for FK training, have to manually level them up. Yeah, I don't like either. I think okay, so it's not that I don't like it, it's that I don't like it being the only option. If it was like there was a checkbox that just said like also level them and it's just like how it used to be, then that's fine. But I get why like they have a system where you can like forge your levels and shit. It's mainly so you can like fine-tune the levels if you're paying to win for a good horse. So you can be like, you can leave it overnight and then come back and be like, okay, I'm going to use my level down things and I'm going to try and roll good speed. I'll level it up. Okay, it was bad. I'm going to level it down, do the next level, you know. That's why it exists, let's be honest. Yeah, it would be nice to have an option to do it the old way. Just ding that bitch as soon as it gets the XP. Did I have a money box? No, I didn't. Oh, I think I already opened this way. No, chat, you don't get Devos from the Great Armanis. That Great Armani change is purely for the opposite Cry one. I have tested it. I've opened up a few of these Cadry ones after the patch, and they give you the same box as before. But it's very much opposite Cryer only. It's a shame because these Great Armanis are really bad. It would be nice to see them get some love. Like getting a Pride Duo yellow accessory is just whatever, right? Like a Pride Bassi belt, that's like 30 mil, who cares? Best thing you can get is a Duo Tongue Red Neck, and even that's only like 400 million. Like it's a very like insignificant amount of silver. The mining thingies do, when you fill them, so like this one's filled, you hand it into Wacky Toshi, and he gives you an RNG box. They gives you a Prio or a Duo yellow accessory. And it's all the old accessories. The no demos. So it's very mid. Well, you know, I get them more grinding, so I might as well get a little bit of silver. So for example, I'll show you here, look. I have like Pride Narc earrings and stuff. These are from the boxes. And if you look at the price, I mean, it's like 50 mil. Like you guess. From the events with money from them, tap the Aqua Stone. Yeah, the red horses are good. It was only giving you combat experience? No, that's regular Marnies. The greater Marnies, these ones here, they give you RNG boxes. You're thinking of the regular Marnie stones. And the problem with the regular Marnie stones is they drop off hard above 60. So they're not even worth filling and handing in. It's like very old content. Got Marnie stones, you get a total from it? Yeah. You do, you get 2 totals per Marnie stone. You get 1 for getting the Marnie stone, and you get another 1 for filling it and handing it in. And the 1 for filling it and handing it in is called Slavia of, and then the name of the grind spot. And the Marnie's assistant doesn't require you to fill the Marnies, it just requires you to get them all. But if you're completionism like I am, then yeah, you want to fill it too, right? Get the extra total. And Naga, do I need to kill the commanders or just the mushrooms so I pull packs together? I wouldn't overthink it, Casper. Literally just kill them. The mushroom just gives them a DP shred. Should have enough damage to just blow those fuckers up, so it doesn't really matter. All those are fulfilling all of them, am I mistaken? Not to my knowledge, no. You get Slavia. So you get these titles. Slavia, all these. These are fulfilling them, filling them. So I've got Slavia or Kadri, for example. But you're thinking of Great Marnie's assistant. Thinking of this. This is just handing, this is just getting all the Great Marnies. You don't have to fill them. You just need the knowledge. There's mob spawn, I killed mushrooms, so I was just making sure. Yeah, no, you're good. You just got the Val to be a shining one? Damn. Other trucker. How many taps? Asking now? Okay. I know a cult was in it the other day, and he one-tapped it. Son of a bitch. And he mains the Suck Sage, so like that's super good for Suck Sage. 2% cast speed is huge for that class. Allow my drop guild on my main and kill him. Yeah, seems like the right response. Under 40. Mother trucker. I say that, but I've got all my taps still. That's one thing we're gonna do, chat. Once I graduate and do my gear and everything, I'm gonna get to around the requirements for Cartian, and then I'm gonna think about buying a Splendid. And then when I buy a Splendid, we'll do all the shining taps. I still have all the taps from beginning till now. I haven't used any. And if I get it, I mean, I'm gonna give my life stone next. What up, John? How you doing? Fuck, Passy. We're on 425 bill now. And I got my potions made. I got 5 potions to sell. That'll give us another like 40 something bill. Get in there. The halfway mark will be 550 bill. Double goblin, Season Goblin, and Goblin. No chance. Toxic. BSR time is actually so good. Yeah, you have perma BSR. But once I'm shining, I'd never tell anyone. I mean, doesn't it announce it in guild? Doesn't it say, like, at the top of the screen, like, some of the blah blah just got this? Oh. You have to do it on all fouls or something. Everyone's fishing. Maybe want to say this, but Perma V-Star is pretty nice for Seraph. Oh, I wonder why. Couldn't be that her kit is around the BSR. Fab, I was watching you. I'll have on the screen tells you the number you were on for the pity. No, it doesn't tell the pity. Like, just getting a shining in itself is like, what the fuck? Because you've only got like 40 something taps. Like, everyone's only got like 40 something taps. How many rifts we've had? Yeah. If everyone gets a shining now, they carried as fuck. Because they got it in under 40 taps. Dude, I think I'm on like 7 out of 10 pities for tech caddy ring. I actually sold one of my tech caddy rings. Sold it for 6.6, I'm the only one listed, look. Need to get more caddy rings, dude. I've only got 5 on me. My biggest bane is getting try. I cannot for the life of me get try. And when I do get try, like, it's very rare. I don't mind getting try and failing tet because I know if I fail enough times I'll get a tet, so I'll get paid out. But failing try is so fucking troll. It's a lot of money, dude. You think about it. A Kabua's like 9 bill. It's like looting a Kabua from DSR or some shit. Like, it's no small amount. Watch this chat. You ready? You know what I'm saying? I was so confident. I swapped some of the the try stack without even fucking thinking about it. Oh, do you know what? I deserve that. I was so confident it was going. Fuck. Oh well. Then I fail with 72%. Classic. Alright, chat, we fail enough, we'll get it. Has anyone looted the cron bundle from these cakes? I swear that shit is like troll. I still haven't looted one. I looted 1,000 crons from the previous event, you know, the horse present thing. And I haven't had any of the cron bundles from the cake event. I feel like it's like a 0.1% chance or some shit. Like they put it in there as like, oh, you could get this, but you're not actually gonna get it, you know? Says they have, I don't believe them. Yeah, true. Fuck that guy, dude. That lying bitch. Watch me loot one now, that'd be funny. Say that, I loot one. That'd actually be so funny. Oh, I didn't get one. It'd be in here, right, if I did. So. Pretty sure it's a Pearl Cron bundle. Grandma, how's it going today? It's going good. How's your day been going? Got a guy that got shiny just on the X and there's a down armor. Yeah, he's pushing his luck now, dude. Gonna need a blood sacrifice, I'm afraid. Good, I'm about to go gather while waiting for mining round. Boys. What, Grimes, what are you waiting for realm for? Lower? Yeah, sure, I would have. I thought as much. I wonder how popular like Star's End and shit is now though. Everyone's at lowest to cryo, like Star's End's gotta be so fucking free right now. $5.4 bill last hour? Holy. And what orbs did you get? You must have got like 2 yellows or some shit. What the fuck? Hey, then. They killed him. 2 yellows, 3 blue? Damn. Yeah, I think Zethian was saying, like, you get one orb every, like, 15 minutes or something. It's still, like, super early days, so I don't know how, like, how it actually is or whatever. Still early days, right? Just have one now. I'm starting to think he's carried. Starting to think. I mean, the Shining wasn't enough of a hint. Doesn't spawn back to back for some reason. Interesting. Speaking of back to back, before I went live, I got 2 invasions today. Both in this courtyard too. I went live just as I finished my cavalry grind because I capped energy. And I haven't had really anything since I came back. It's like my my RNG off stream is really fucking good for some reason. I mean, look at all my life skill armors. Most of my life skill shit's been tapped off stream, and it just goes. If I do it on stream, look at the fluid collector. It was like 25 taps or something. Tin foil, maybe. For streaming, you won't. Yeah, you're right. I won't. I'd rather get fucked on RNG and hang out with you guys than get carried. Be on my own. At least we can suffer together then. Got your fairy on stream? What do you mean? Oh yeah, sure. Are you right? That did happen. For streaming, I would also give it RNG. It's worth a try. Is it worth a try though? I think having bad RNG puts heads in your chest, you know? Like you become a giga chad if you get fucked on RNG, because then you just, rather than being a little beta bitch and giving up, you persevered, you know? One-liners such as, I don't care. Oh, Lou. I aim for pity. God damn. Giga chat as fuck. Okay, so I keep streaming then. Just don't get surprised when I turn into a hate watcher. Turn into? I'm surprised you haven't turned into one already. Have you been watching the shit that's been happening? Shall we re-watch my pen Debo clicks? Where I've got 0 out of 20 on the anvil and I get them? You should already be a hate watcher. I got Octal fan for in 5 clicks. Shit like that. 3 of my Tet armors were single digit clicks. That doesn't make you a hate watcher, I don't know what will. Imagine getting the chest and helmet in 6 taps each, and then the boots were a 2 tap. But the gloves were like 25 or something. It's gotta make you a hate watcher, right? God, I wonder how the taps are gonna go this time around, dude. I'm buying duo chat. I'm going to use the Adana stones to tap Grind Set. Do it? Yeah, I will. When I graduate season chat, we're gonna have a lot of taps for stuff. We're gonna use all the hammers for stars. Tapping for deck Prion, deck Prion? Deck Charizard deck. Stuff like that. Then I got to tap all my sovereigns up, you know. Graduation is going to be a pretty big stream. Does any pose them on now, chat? 20,000, 21,000. And the shop is completely cleared out. So Jay Kuhn is doing a code giveaway stream. I'll give him a shout out here in a second, chat, so you can go jump over and try and get a code. Alright. Shout outs. J Kun B2. You did the wrong one, Casper. You son of a bitch. Yeah, don't follow that guy. I don't know who that is. Hey, is Jake even live? Where is he? I don't see him. Yes, VT, yeah. Shaken VT. There we go. Site wrong. Well, I'll give you another chance. I don't see him live though. Live 30 minutes ago? Where the dude, where is he? Why is he not here? Wait, what? I cooked? He's on my follow list for some reason. I don't see him in the category. What the fuck? Oh, do you know what? I'm just gonna click that link, that'd be easier. Yeah, get that man a follow. He is live. What the fuck? Why can't I see him? Why is this man invisible to me? Weird. Yeah, try and win a code, chat. Which things? Yeah, probably. Good. Getting hella shards right now. I have 20 left, and I'm on the same shards as my last hour. Dude, it's really funny, right? But I remember Halonex was asking me, like, why am I buying so many red shards? Like, that shit's gonna tank, blah, blah, all this other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, just wait and see. Just wait and see. And do you want to see now? Don't want to say I told you so, but... yeah. Don't want to say I told you so, but... as expected. The injection of shards, all the ones that everyone already had, have been sold. And now it's becoming a deficit. Because the supply is like near non-existent, because believe it or not, Mirrormock and Gyphon aren't very popular grind spots in NA. The amount of demand needed for cups is completely outweighed by the amount of people who like doing Gyphon and Mirrormock. So they will ultimately go back to cap. Assuming we don't get like dual and perfect power event. And even then you just wait until after it. So I've got a nice cool 10,000 red shards. That's a nice 2 trillion investment. If I turn all those red shards into max price cups, that'll be 2 trillions worth of red shards. Because I can make there's 50 per cup. Yeah, there's 50 per cup, and then you do 10 bill times how many times you can get 50 into 10,000. So obviously I need like 20,000 yellow and 10,000 blue. But we're gonna do it, but it'll be fine. I've grinded tens of thousands of shards before. And that was maybe why I'm more scared that you would fully recover, and I need the silver myself. If you don't have the capital, don't invest. Top end over prices in NA, they're about 180 billion. I can show you though. The Necked's like 130 and the rest are like 180. I think the belt's a little bit cheaper, it's like 170 something. Here you go. The neck's like 130, yeah. Earrings like 185. Ring is, oh, it's cheaper, it's 170. And the belt is 175. So yeah, it's about an average of 180 for all of them, apart from the neck. The neck is like 130. Because even though the rings are cheaper, the belt is more expensive now. Okay, it, you know, evens out. And that's why the gold number is 1.1 trillion, chat. That is about how much I need to get 6 Pendevos and 3 Duo Armors. You know what's in the but it's the same? Yeah. Which means it's cheaper here, by the way. Even though the prices are the same, it's actually cheaper here. Because silver is inflated on NA. So it's easier to get that 180 bill. Your next job, let me know if you need a loan groom. Yeah. Yeah, how much are they on you? Because they're pretty much capped at NA. Division 21. Damn, that's actually pretty low. I think rivers here are capped pretty much. Last I looked, there was like 1 min list and the rest were capped. River. Oh no, it went down a little bit. 318, okay. A little bit below cap. Cap being 342. Same as Distos cap. You're such a small PP region. Fuck my back alive. Well, it's there's pros and cons to both. If you're looking to buy gear, then EU's really good for that because everything's super cheap. But if you're willing to sell stuff, then EU's bad for that because again, everything's super cheap. If you're looking at endgame, so you're buying vendor crons, then North America's better because you have inflated silver values. So you get more crons for your value of your silver. The vendors don't care about inflation. It will still give you 1 cron per 3 mil. So you want inflation. You want to have inflated silver values. Because then it just means you get more crons. Don't forget to park an ult outside Velia tonight, chat. Because after maintenance tomorrow, we will have the cake boss. You gotta make sure you got a boss ult there. Pretty good. I'm personally gonna kill it at my main because it also gives you an energy recovery buff when you kill it. It's the same as all the other cake bosses. Gives you a +1 energy regen for an hour, so do my main, I get that too. My stock there, used for farming. There you go. Keeping up with the grind? Yeah, I'm trying. The quicker I get this done, the quicker I can start getting my weekly stones and everything, so. There's a follow BNS Night Cool, appreciate it. What's your goal with this account? Farming for X amount of time for Blackstones. The goal on this account is I'm getting the money to graduate with full Pendevos, full duo armors, and triple salve, which I've done before. If you look at exclamation point, loose scroll, graduation, and season. And, well, as many times as I can while doing it. Last time I got 2 million. When I did this season push before. On my old account. Currently I'm at 425 billion. My account's value is about 1.2 trillion right now. And this account is nearly 9 weeks old. So weapons, I'm at 1098. Nice. Fun project you're doing? This is not really a fun project. It's more so showing people that how to make money really early on, as well as showing people that you can play completely free to play and be competitive and everything. Because I'm also free to play as well. I've done it once before. I was 750. I was at 750. I was 850 gear score on a completely free to play account. And I got that in 8.5 months, and I was in the #1 guild in North America. I do plan on going back there if they'll have me. I'll first got to get the gear up on this account. I still have my old account, exclamation point old account. If they do some big giveaways, I'll probably log into it and do some taps for fun. Other than that, I don't really play anymore. But that is my old Sucks Age. So they do like a big cron giveaway, then we can log onto it and do some taps, why not? Yeah, the thing with Sovereign Offhand is it can be a bit of a bait and switch, because if you look at Black Star, your offhand gives you 171 monster AP, whereas a base Sov gives you like 100, or it's like 90. So it's only worth switching to Sovereign if you can justify the sheet AP increase above 300, so you get more AP in total. Press I again. What is it? You looking at 0? Give me that Luxor gear. Oh yeah, dude. I've got 425 bill liquid, and I've got 600 and something bill in Luxor gear. This account is nearly 9 weeks old. And the reason why that is because I reinvested my silver in season into my Luxor gear, because my grinding silver is capped. So I can't make more money from grinding, but I can progress and uncap the amount of money I make with life skilling. Also, give 0 a follow. I got 658 bill in savings. Never saved that much before. God damn. I need to save up 1.1 trillion. That's when I can graduate. Go straight to endgame. Every day now is my highest. Yeah, it's a nice feeling having a nice pile of silver pile up. For sure. It's Grats. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm about let's say 6 weeks or so away from graduating. Trying to get 2-3 bill. Your birthday? Nice. How far away is your birthday? We'll see 8 days. Damn. Grown up, Bill? Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Be a fun stream. Tap a bunch of shit. Viewers get to point on Wajaja that you fail half of it. Such is the way of tapping. It's crazy around this time of the month, or this time of the year, I guess, because you got Justin's birthday, then you got Zethian's, then you got mine, then you got Verdict's, all within like 20 days. What month? Late February and March, basically, around that. Like Justin's was mid-February. Zethian's was late February, mine was 1st of March, and Verdict's is the 11th. Janice on 9th, and there's another one. God damn. There's a lot of partner birthdays around this time. It's good, right? I mean, think about the amount of Splendid Oasis boxes handed out. Who had the 11th? Verdict. From how you, I'm kind of a new player and I like Node Wars and Suck DK, good PvP. What kind of content is she? Or is she not? Oh, Suck DK, you're chilling, dude. She's S tier. Have fun. In PvP, she's okay. Decent, but in PvE, she's a fucking god. But you can't really go wrong with her, dude. If you like it, then do it up. I'm very much in the same boat with the Wigmusa. Like, the Wigmusa's just great at everything. His biggest weakness is like 1v1. That's about it, really. Doing last dungeon? Damn, I'm jealous. Dungeon's already good money. I need to get a static up and going again. When I join Digi again, I need to get into a group again. Free money every week. Planning to spend your time for Blackstones on? Blue Scrolls. I burn a shitload of loot scrolls, so I need as many as possible. Even 10,000 wouldn't be enough. It would just be ultimately old run out. Using days of done for the wiki content on both my characters. Yeah. I could know about PV on her because I go suck wisdom for PV. Believe it or not, Sakuda is actually pretty decent in PV. It just depends on what grind spot you're doing. If you're killing like singular tanky mobs, she's really good. So like Darkseekers, for example. Like, if you're trying to do any kind of like, you know, big AoE grinding, it's pretty shit for that. At that point, you're better off just being Awakening. She does decent depending on where you're grinding. Islands a booster account? Yeah, I wouldn't take Takuno is gonna be bad at Islands for sure. It's definitely a large AoE grind spot. Seraph and Sakmegi for grinding? Fair enough. Yeah, Sakmegi's gonna be great there. Just crazy though, dude. You can apply for front page after 2 months. So even though I had it on the 1st, my birthday, like I can apply for that again in like June. 2 months is crazy. It's not even that long. They do prioritize new people though. Like I've never had front page before, so that's probably why I got it. I want to kill him, we'll do that. So I get Steam and grind on my Steam account at main times time locked. Dude, I hate that this the progression of video is time gated. I hate it so much. Something I would change in a heartbeat if I could. Like, it's fine having like weekly bosses and weekly amounts and all that kind of shit. I mean, I get it. Some people don't have that much time to play or whatever. They don't want to fall too far behind. But would it kill the player base to allow people to get a limbo chance for another Adana Armor Stone? Like, if you grind like 6 hours and you get 1 stone, is that going to make or break the game? Like, no, of course not. The thing that actually makes or breaks the armors a lot more than simply being able to get more taps is how RNG carried people can get. You can have somebody pity like Hex to Sep, and I think it's like 35 taps or something. Assuming you're doing Caphras, that's how many weeks, chat? For 7 weeks, right? 7 weeks of Caphras. If somebody one-taps that, they just skipped nearly 2 months of doing weekly quests. But that's crazy. Like, imagine this, chat. I know Zethian's been getting cucked on his armors, What if I get so carried on my armors that I actually out progression Zethian? That's fucking stupid. Like, that's so silly. I am buying armors or duos. If I duos, you can plan on getting tets. So I'm going to buy duos, and I'm going to tap for tet. Now, generally, you want to buy duos and save up money and buy tets. But I'm doing it because, one, I'm a carried motherfucker. And two, stream would love to see the taps, so... I don't recommend doing that, though. You should just save up for tet. Makes sense for content? Yeah. Plus, twice I've made tet armors now on my accounts, and both times I've been stupidly carried. So, put it this way, chat. I'm going to describe all my armor taps now. You ready? My helmet was 10 taps and 6 taps for tet. My chest was 11 and 6. My boots, this is the worst one. My boots were a 1 tap and a 2 tap. My gloves were 12 and 25. So both times, other than the gloves, and even that was not bad, super carried. And nowadays, and that was back when like you were using like a 250 stack. That was back when before the Dark Hunger buff and everything, and the armors weren't worth using a super high stack on. Nowadays, using a 314, so like GG. It's like 6 point something chance. And you also have the Adana stones, so your cron cost is cheaper. So yeah. It'll be easier this time. In terms of costs and everything. Yeah, it should be fun. This is what I'm actually planning, chat, and this is a bit, let's assume we cannot grind armor stones. Let's assume the dev talk happened, we got the Hider Ball coming, and they're pretty adamant they don't want to give people the ability to get more stones. Like, you'll lock to the weekly and that's it. If that's the case, I'm going to be tapping the boots and gloves with the stones. I'm going to try and buy a pen obliterating chest piece, and then I will try to buy a helmet, if not tap one. That's probably what I will do, assuming we don't get the ability to get more stones. He's like, I don't know you now because I 2-tapped my Teflon Gods and sold it. Easy. You can avoid a Nox Defender? They are, yeah. They're used for Black Star armor, which is probably a bit of content they put in the game, though. It's just kind of not it. It could have been sick, but it was just mathematically bad to make Black Star armor. The main advantage Black Star armor had is it had a lot of monster DR on it, but the cost was so crazy. Like, you're just not doing that. What is this, bro? What are you doing? You didn't even give me an Atanus. Fuck, Noob is here? Yeah. Fucking fuck, dude. I made fucking rich player there. He followed along with the shit I was doing, and now he's rich. Gotta do a made it set? Easy. I'm with Father Oblivion and Corn got the moment. I know, dude. I wish I could buy it. Oh, Fug has like 500 bill or so. He 1-to-1 just did exactly what I was doing, and now he's rich as well. Easy game. Tech Henry Tech? Yeah, that was one thing. A few other things, but yeah, that was one of them. Like I mentioned about making Kadri rings with Orc and Red belts, and then 2 days later they were all sold out. It was so funny. Went from having like 13,000 belts at min list to having 0. Because I was like, by the way, guys, if you buy these belts and melt them, you get 79 Jonas fragments. And it takes 15 to make a ring, so on average you get 8 per belt. And I showed the math. I was like, it costs you about 26 million to make it a Kadri ring, and the bases are going for like 90 mil. Fun, and 2 days later, they're all gone. Funny. Oh, stress. No, never showed the math on stream. Yeah, true. True. No, they dropped from 5 bill to 3.8. Yeah. Arrow's a 1.5 bill profit. Yeah. I was told about that too. Big bicep rate, I guess now everyone's lurking. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. What happens, dude? Like, you revealed the tech and then it doesn't help anybody, because what ends up happening is everyone does it and then it's not worth doing anymore. So all you do is basically kill like an economy and nobody benefits from it. That's why I'm very like careful what I share now, because like you just kill an economy and there's no point. You go from like a few people benefiting from it to everybody doing it and nobody benefits from it now. Since I moved away from my tech. Good. Yeah. I like sharing, but sharing is bad in this areas of notes. Yeah, exactly. DMs are open, Grim. Well, I'll have you know, I don't really have any tech right now. I got like one thing, but you can't really get into it. You kind of had to be there when it was cheap to benefit from it. I know it's not the shards. Making money from trash drops. I'm random ATS and selling them. They ain't what I'm after. Yeah. A tech right now. DM though. No, legit, I don't. I'm very open to what I'm doing right now. I'm making tech Kadri rings. I'm gathering when I have energy. What else? So the infinite potions. I convert my sharps into primordial blackstones if I want to sell Caphras. If not, I just sell concentrates. The fruits go to the marketplace, the grass goes to the marketplace, the everlastings sometimes goes to the marketplace. That's about it. It's more so just consistency I've been doing currently. But it's nice to see I was worried about the cups though. People were telling me I'm crazy for investing into that, and now look. There's only 6 and they're going up to 8 bill now. I've got an easy 10k red shards sitting in my storage. Didn't think gathering an NA would really not be profit, to be honest. Yeah. Not enough people do it right. There's not enough life skillers, so. Fruits are being weird. Oh, tell me bad, dude. I've got fucking 70,000 I'm trying to sell. I've got 10k listed at 349, I think. That's because I can't put them at max because it's not an option. I've got a golden rule with my tech. I don't mind sharing, just don't fuck me with it. If people fuck me with my own tech, then I just keep it to myself. So for example, if I showed you like, oh, doing this grind spot and this rotation's really good money, and then I'm grinding it and someone just grinds on top of me and he knows how good it is because I told about it, like that, then you're fucking me with my own tech, right? And then I'm gonna be like, well, okay, I just won't share next time then. But that hasn't really happened. Whenever I do have somebody doing something, like my gathering rotation, whenever I run into somebody, they're like, oh, hi, Grim. Yeah, you can have it, and they leave. So, like, people don't really fuck with me. It's nice. I blacksmith shiny box, I went to Guru, and I got an outfit and 100 Valk. Nice. Between, I'm yawning already, chat. I'm such an old man. Between the 10 from the event and the 6 from login rewards, so 16 blacksmith boxes, I had 3 Guru. I think's pretty good. I actually need to open another one because I have 7 of those steel things. But I can actually do another one. It is reset tonight, chat, so make sure you do all your weekly stuff. Look at your pistol undying, all that good stuff. That will reset tonight. Don't forget to do the type happy 10th anniversary in World Chat. Don't be like Zero and type that shit in role playing. If these all chats, yeah, I'm sure. Can't you ever see the characters getting changing on the same stage because you don't remove the inside place? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I appreciate that. Dungeon, Pit Party Dungeon, what else? Your Elensor fight. There's another one. Obviously your Adana fight, right? Your Blackstones. The weekly foot to capture a horse if you still need your T10s for the ferns. Another one. Always forget about Pit of the Undying. Yeah, usually I do it on reset night. So like in 3 hours and 20 minutes here, like I'll do it then. I'll do it as soon as the reset happens, so I don't have to worry about it. Don't forget to also buy your currency stuff. So Dark Spirit's Greed, you can get like cooking utensils, this kind of thing. All these reset too. So make sure you grab your primordial crystals from Morning Light bosses, blah 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 blah. Enemy Thug an obvious spot? Oh really? Dude, didn't type in guild like some of my guildies. Can I do Jordino I main? Somebody missing like 1 stone, I ain't that bothered. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I could rush to... I could do like Karazads and Pen Karazads and all that bollocks just so I can get 1 stone a week, but honestly... like, it's just not worth it. I bet I was just sacrificing like... what is it so far? 9 stones or some shit? Just so my the cost of my progression is cheaper. Think of it like this. Even though I'm missing out 1 stone a week right now, I'll be progressing to 2 and 3 stones a week so much faster. And then that will ultimately be more stones in the long run. Because I sped up my progression, I'll end up on more stones over like the course of, let's say, half a year or something. Because even though I didn't do as many weeklies, the weeklies I did do gave me more stones. The way I'm doing the gear progression right now is I can pretty much speed run to Ensla and then start working on Cartian. Versus sitting at Jordan for ages and then going Rosalka. Dude, I'm such an old man. How the fuck am I yawning? It's not even 9 PM yet. Then again, I did get up at 6 in the morning. But you know what? Maybe I'm not an old man. It's 15 hours, right, Chat? That's not bad, right? 15 hours being awake is pretty standard, right? Maybe I'm cooked. This hours awake, 8 sleep standard for most. Alright, so I actually am due to go sleep then. That would be 20, yeah, that makes sense. That's 24 hours, right? So yeah. Dentures, old man, you left them in your old pants pocket again? Hey, what are you doing looking in my pants pocket, huh? You're trying to find something much bigger than dentures, right? And you're rummaging in there. God, the combat feels so good on Musa. Holy. You never do this shit on my Zac Sage. Imagine being a high APM player and playing a Zac Sage. And just being locked behind like half your animations. And now I play with Musa, I can just like ebb and flow into all the cooldowns really quickly. The next ball, they lower pity and Fallen God and buff Awaken Maewa. Well, they'll probably do one of those things. they'll probably do one of those things, dude. The last time they touched Awake Maewa, they gave her a cosmetic buff. So, that, you know. It made it so her, like, dash thing look like it went further. The skill itself didn't change at all. We buff Awaken Maewa? Yeah, exactly. They're probably lower the pities on 10 polygons, so they ain't buffing Maewa, dude. It's Jova. The buff to make way. Let's put it this way. Awaken Maewa's buff was buffing Awake Musa. You played that instead. Just like Warrior's buff. It fixed Warrior by making Seraph. When you got people like Bobo Buddy playing Warrior, and he's like 70 in the top 100, you know it's good. But you grab somebody who's like pretty much peak with the class and they still can't get top 50, like it's fucked. Then it's purely a class issue. And it sucks too, because the reason why Warrior's in the state he's in now is because of a game mode that doesn't even exist anymore. That's the like most retarded thing about the whole thing. Like Awake Warrior got nerfed because he's performing too well in hardcore servers. We don't even have hardcore servers anymore. Like, what are we talking about? I think I should just give a Shadow Arena, dude. Stop fucking around. Hardcore servers were, you know, they were fun when I, like, somewhat through it when the, you know, they fixed a lot of stuff. When it was, when we got the buffs at the beginning, it was stupid. People were just literally kiting each other, getting buffs and then one-shotting each other. It was stupid as fuck. But then, you know, they did make it better over time. But honestly, just give us hard. Just give us Shadow Arena, dude. So, what's that? Oh no. Bury that kill by making it its own in game? Yep. PA didn't realize what made Shadow Arena popular. It wasn't that the game mode itself was the reason. It was more so that it was fun, but it was rewarding. Like, the thing with Black Desert is the PvPers want to do PvP and it be rewarding, and that's never been the case. I mean, look at RBF. You go into RBF, you're popping like hundreds of billions of silver in consumes, and then you're winning or losing, and then you lose money to PvP. You're essentially punished for trying to PvP, which is stupid. Where at Shadow Arena, there was no prerequisites. You literally queued up for it, you went in, you fought. If you won, you got a shimmering, you know, the shimmering old moon. You got that as a like a container, and you opened it, and it gave you like hard sharps, all that stuff. So it's really rewarding to PvP. That's why it was so popular. But they made it its own standalone, and then a lot of BDO players are like, well, I was doing that to progress my gear, and it was fun. Now, you know, it might still be fun, but I'm not progressing my gear anymore. It's just a standalone thing. And that's why I fell off hard. People just want to progress their shit through PvP. It's not that hard. Allow people to do that. Allow people to make good money PvPing. It's like, not everyone wants to go in circles. I get it. I wouldn't force a PvEer to PvP, and I wouldn't force a PvPer to PvE. They're two different content. Some people only like doing one of the two. Not everybody enjoys both. So, like, the PvEers, they can go kill mobs, they're chill. Don't lock shit behind PvP. Like, I'll go get, you know, what was the thing? I think now. Like, the amount of PvE players who didn't want to do hardcore servers. But they felt like they had to because the money was crazy. It was like 900 billion. 900 billion? 900 million in like 10 minutes doing the daily. So you're forcing PvEers to PvP, and then the opposite, where there are people who just want to PvP in BDO, but they have to go in circles for X amount of hours to get gear to PvP. So now you're forcing PvPers to PvE. Whereas if they could actually progress their shit by doing RBF and AOS and all this other shit, they'd be way more happier. That's what Shadow Arena was back in the day. It was the first time where it's like, oh shit, I can actually PvP and progress my gear. And that's why it was so popular. But you also have behind PP log for the most part, yeah. Yeah, the this game's engine can't handle the Voltarion. Just watching most of the streamers that have it, when they tried to go super fast along the game, they hit invisible walls and shit. The game literally cannot load fast enough. And that defies the whole point of having a lightning fast horse, right? With hitting loading walls, I mean, GG. I'm getting all the cakes now. Went from getting no cakes to all the cakes. Just a race of the horse to camel where exit Sangran even with the loading times, the loading horse beat them. Yeah, the loading horse too good, bro. Altarion is very fast. That's why I'm coping, like, the Crimson Desert does really well, that PA might consider moving BDO over to the new engine that Crimson Desert's built on. Like, it's ultimately, if Crimson Desert does really well, it is finite content. There will be a lot of people who play it and then that's it because they like single player games only. But there'll also be a lot of other players who dabble in different genres, and if they really enjoy Crimson and they're told the same company makes an MMO, they'll probably like go check the MMO out. And if enough people do that, then I could see PA seeing like it being a good investment to essentially upgrade the engine of the game. But they've already got this engine they've developed for another game. Why not utilize it in their MMO as well? So if they can see it as like an ethical business decision in terms of money making, I can see them moving BDO over to the new engine. Yeah, that's really good. BTC Lightning Horse coming soon? I have no idea. Maybe. Gonna get my Sinkabur, then getting double Tetnarch, and then maybe I can push into Hexa. Don't fuck around with Tetnarchs, dude. Just get double Kabua and double Bitter. Narcs are a meme. Get double Kabua. Get 2 Bitter Crystals. You're Gucci. Recoup Narcs, so they're kind of temporary. They just don't really serve a purpose, dude. Like, the amount of DR they give you is negligible. You're better off just having more AP and killing the mobs faster. Think of it like this. Offense is the best defense. Why reduce the damage you take when you could just kill them? Like, double Kabua and double Bitter gives you so much tankiness.
We can win if we choose.
Thinking of the wrong earring? Yeah, I think you are. You mean Distos? Because Distos good. Disto gives you a large amount of Shi AP. And you can use them until you get Devos, pretty much. Just carries up. Yeah, so that's a good recommendation, yeah. Distos are good. Hello there. What a verdict. We're just talking about you, dude. Your birthday's in a few days. We're talking about how many like how many partner content creators actually have a birthday around this time. You got Justin, Zethian, me, you, Janice, like all within like 3 weeks. Crazy. Janice is on the 7th, right, chat? And a verdict's on the 11th. Debos, Pandebos, Versa of Karazat, yeah. 9th? Okay, my bad, 9th. The buttons are Ted Disto, then I test accents are not good enough, I pump another Ted Disto. Yep. forget also, if you're struggling, to use a harmony. Using a harmony will give you a lot of defensive stats as well. Make sure you use a species type for like heavy human, whatever. Because you get 10% monster DR from that versus a normal harmony. Like if you're running that double Kabur and 2 bitters, you should be very tanky. Even harmony when I race this Hexa? Okay. Yeah, you should be fine then. I'm assuming you're using your church buff as well. And a villa buff if you can. The church buff is this one here. Venturous Boon. You have that on your tent. And then the villa buff gives you 10 DAP and DP and stuff as well. I think I'm lacking damage to kind of climb up on and one shot. But that's what the distos are for, right? I can use the boon, no, I usually get the drop rate. No, this is look, I have both. They're not mutually exclusive. You can get the 10 drop rate buff and you can have the church buff. No, you good. Kamara's the biggest lore patch in BDO history, 150 knowledge pieces and Dark Prince. I saw that on the patch notes. I saw that on the Korea patch notes. Also, what do we think about that verdict? Because I was theory crafting with chat. If it's called Dark Prince, then wouldn't that indicate that that is like maybe Noir's son or like part of the bloodline? And if so, would that mean maybe Caphras, the guard he killed, was actually Noir's son, maybe? I guess we'll see. Definitely related? Yeah, for sure. We'll just see, eh? Metal Harpy with the raid, the 2 billion people, Jesus. Appreciate it. What are you up to today? I'll be raw. I'll be possibly getting Necromancer class soon. Don't be gentle. Keep it real. Well, the best way to describe it, and I think Verdict will back me up on this, if we're ever gonna get a Necromancer class, it would be related to what's going on right now. Look, me and Verdict always said if there's ever a Necromancer class, it has to be related to Caphras somehow. And it being a descendant of the Kron Empire, having an interaction with Caphras, whether that be like the person, the Dark Prince is actually the person who got slain and resurrected by Caphras, we don't know that. But it's definitely something to do with that shit. Also, we don't have a Necro, the dream is gone for good. Who knows? There is definitely necromancy within our lore, so. I'm forced to use Twister to do good grind. It's good DPS, yeah. You want to weave it in every 4 seconds. That's also the best skill to have crit damage and back attack on, because the add-ons last 5 seconds and the cooldown is 4. Whereas all the other skills, the buff doesn't last as long as the cooldown. But because I'm doing one-shot grinding, I'm not really doing it too much. But if I'm doing any kind of difficult grinding, you absolutely want to weave in a twister on cooldown. Confused when to use? I mean, whenever it's on cooldown. Hold on. Grab you this quickly. Study this. This will make you a better Musa. That is a Wackerad's DPS sheet. You can see what's your highest DPS. The highest DPS skill we have is one step back, this. You see a loot tracker from a bear owl? Sure. Why are you a bear? True. Why are you a bear? Have you learned nothing? Unless you just rage bait me. Another viewer? Oh, okay. Okay. The uninitiated. A peasant. Let's see. Someone who's not enlightened, not the average Grim viewer, knows better. And Discord, okay. Yeah, I'm with the link. 3 bill, huh? Now imagine how much money they would have made if they'd done it somewhere that actually had seats. Are they smart enough to have their house up there within the container? Well, probably not. Attempted self-shout now, just get Kabua, double tap this as a feeling Hex as my ticket to happy life and happy wife and all that. That's your call. You feel like that's the right decision? I like making calls, I'm stupid. Well, do you remember I said earlier in the stream, it's really hard to answer questions because there's multiple parameters involved in answering the question. This is one of those questions. Because I don't know how squishy you are. I don't know how much you like Hexa. I don't know how well you're playing the class. Those are things. Keep it a secret, bro. What a cringe gatekeeper. True. I love gate. Dude, can you imagine though? If I'm more secretive about all these texts and everything, but actually behind the curtain there isn't anything? What if there is no tech and I just pretend I'm smart? I pretend to have all these like things. That'd be a bit mind-blowing. You have to get them back. They say the same thing about selling lore, which is hilarious. Yeah, these guys are making shit up. They're just using long words to confuse us. What the fuck is an alley? That sounds made up as fuck. Buy a BDO build like you did in Throne Liberty days. I made people pretty upset doing that, and you know what? Fuck them. I'll do it again. They were like, if you don't stop bullying this guy selling his builds, we're not going to be friends with you. And I was like, alright, fuck them. Stop scamming people, you bitch. I saw this guy up here, look. This cheeky motherfucker hiding up here. Look at this bitch. Yeah, you thought you were safe. Fucking hiding on the rock. Fuck that guy. See the guy who got my central in his market? I did, yeah. Yeah, it's a very, very handsome Zerker. What did he even do? Did he try to do like market manipulation or some shit? Holy Giga Chad. What up, Jordan? Alright, Casper, let's see if you can do the shout out properly. You have the microphone. Oh, there you go. Sheesh. You did it. Give that man a follow. Someone stole it? Oh, Burning did it! That's funny. Oh, stolen valor. Appreciate that, Ray Jordan. What'd you get up to? One second faster than me then. That's alt tab. Oh, everyone's trying to get it, dude. Gather butter grind. Fair. Fair. God, I bet you found the academy miserable, Jordan. It forcing you to do all those grinds and everything. The whole time you're like, I could just be life skilling right now. What am I doing? Is Verdict gonna type it wrong? Ooh, shots fired. The grinding section was horrible. I like the low skilling section. Yeah, that's what I expect. He doesn't like life skilling, dude. It's so chill. I just wish I had energy. Like, can we get the wine event back? Can we get the wine and inns again? I can just spend like a few million, chug that shit, get full energy, and go burn again. That was so busted when that came out. Infinite gather and rework energy? God damn. Infinite Imperials? That is speaking my language. What could they do then? Like, maybe if you have energy, it's treated like a mini Agris. If you have no energy, then you get the base yield. Energy gets 20% drop rate for an hour. Oh, I see, yeah. That'd work. 20% gathering item drop rate buff would be sick, yeah. Then it scrolls into energy. Oh my god, could you imagine? That'd be an infinite energy glitch on season. Use energy to get stones, turn stones into energy. I've only got a little bit of energy left, dude. The academy was good for a while, but I'm down pretty bad now. I've only got 2 mellows and some large potions, and that's it. I also have some gourds I can get to because I've got like so many seals, but dude, I've used up everything. When I mean everything, I'm nearly Guru 36 already. Like, I've used everything. I'm grinding with a +2 energy recovery set. That's how damn bad I am. And I'm using the Villa buff for +1. I'm doing what I can. Now you feel bad? It hurts me? Yeah. I just want to pick flowers, bruh. I need people to sell me mellow herbals again. That was a good time. The thing is, we're getting another academy soon. Because look, where's the academy? Look, April 9th. That's probably when we get the second class. Which means people will get mellows again. Hopefully. We might only have to wait a month. Maybe. Another free pen black star, let's go. Rolls, yeah. I'm nearly halfway. Actually, I think I'm over halfway on my season push now. I've got 515,000 time filled. I've got 425 billion liquid. Plus 10. I need 1.1 trillion. And then I can graduate with end-game gear. With a shitload of loot scrolls. I also already got 3 sets of freebies sitting in storage. Yeah, but not everyone can one-tap their pen black stars like you, Capacity, alright? Us mere morsels need to get pity. Easy, yeah? Give Caphras instead of pen black star? Yeah, maybe. I'm actually working on my 20k Caphras right now. I have, how much do I have? 6,400. And I cleared that out like a week ago. I had 0 a week ago. I'm getting a lot of Caphras. Between grinding and picking flowers, getting a shitload of Caphras. I even made 5 infinite potions as well. So I've got 5 infinite potions to sell right now. 5 mana pots. I have 1 listed for 9.4 and I have 4 more here, look. Yeah, we've got 5 of those. If I can get around 10 bill, I'll be happy. I think tap new accounts to try different emails and just build diff. True. Imagine buying 20k Caphras. Yeah. Where'd you get those better mining stones? From where I'm grinding. They drop randomly when you kill these mobs. You kill these mobs, you have a chance to get this drop. Miner's research box. You get them in there. They're really shit though. They give you Pride Duo accessories. That's the old ones, so. The only good one is the Upper Sakurai one, because that gives you demos. In my 40-50k when I was shy to make 3 Fallen God armors. Starvin, Shy Soul. Dude, Shies have it so bad. Meant to make your soul thing. That's so painful for Caphras. Tapping demos at Gadri though. I was hoping, dude. I was genuinely hoping. If we had got like Pride Duo demos doing this shit, I actually would have bought bases and tried tapping them. Because if I accidentally made a pen, that would have just saved me buying one. Nah, alas. We get Fry Bassy belts instead. Yippee! Alright, chat, as much as I want to keep going, I need to be a responsible adult. I need to go lay the kids down and go do their washing and basically be a dad. So, a bit of a short stream today. I appreciate it, ready again, Jordan. But that, I'm probably going to call it there. A short one today. I'll be on tomorrow. What time will be on tomorrow? Probably late because I've got to pick the kids up and stuff. But yeah. Why is Garmouth so low when it's good? Makes me not trust Garmouth anymore. Because Garmouth values things at base value, doesn't value them properly. Alright, chat. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. I appreciate subs, 3 stars, follows, and especially your time. I'll be raiding you into another video streamer, so if you ever drops, don't worry, I got you. I'm going to raid you into... Let's have a look. Well, I've been staying. Just about to wrap up here, dude. Let's raid you into that. Sure. That's great. If you like my vibes, you'll love that. You done? Yeah, why? Yeah, I'm just wrapping up. Bit of an early one today. But I appreciate you dropping by and everything. I appreciate the follow, Full Jura. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today, chat. I will be on tomorrow. Probably a bit later than usual. Tomorrow will be a longer stream for sure. Don't forget to do your weeklies. You've got 2 hours and 40 minutes to get your weeklies done. Go do your Dania fight, go do your Lesra fight, all that good stuff. Alright, chat, say hi to Vert for me. Vert's very chill. If you like my vibes, you'll love that. Say hi to Vert for me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Later, nuts.